Hello everyone, my name is Amir Merchant. I am a licensed immigration advisor for New Zealand and a former migration agent for Australia, currently based in Auckland. On this channel, I share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comment section of this video. Now, let us go over a very important and detailed update from Immigration New Zealand, which affects students, dependent children, and applicants under the skilled migrant category. On the 31st of October 2025, Immigration New Zealand released Amendment Circular 2025-39, with these changes coming into effect from the 3rd of November 2025. This is not just a minor update, it includes increased work rights, expanded eligibility, and stricter rules around study changes. In this video, I will walk you through everything step by step in simple terms and explain what this means in real-life scenarios. Let us start with the most important update. Eligible visa holders can now work up to 25 hours per week instead of the previous limit of 20 hours. This applies to student visa holders, certain dependent children, and some skilled migrant category interim visa holders. This is a 25% increase in allowable working hours, which is quite significant. For many students, this means more financial independence, a better ability to cover living expenses, and less reliance on external financial support. For example, if a student is earning minimum wage, those extra 5 hours per week could translate into a meaningful increase in weekly income. Now, not every student automatically gets these rights. Eligibility still depends on your course and situation. You may qualify if you are studying full-time in a program of at least 2 academic years, studying towards a level 4 or higher qualification, enrolled in an approved exchange or study abroad program, or studying English under specific conditions with approved providers. One important clarification is that micro-credentials do not qualify for work rights under these rules. So if you are planning your studies mainly to gain work rights, choosing the right course becomes even more important. Previously, not all exchange or study abroad students were eligible for work rights. Now this has changed. Students enrolled in approved study abroad or exchange programs at universities and polytechnics are now eligible to work during their studies. This is a positive move because it creates more fairness across different student categories and makes New Zealand more attractive for international exchange students. There are also updates for secondary school students, particularly those in Year 12 and Year 13. These students can now work up to 25 hours per week and work full-time during the Christmas and New Year holiday period. However, they must still meet conditions such as being enrolled full-time, having school permission, and having parental consent if under 18. So while the hours have increased, compliance requirements remain strict. There is also an important update for dependent children. Dependent children aged 17 to 24 who are awaiting the outcome of a residence application may now work up to 25 hours per week and work full-time during the summer holiday period. This applies to children included in residence applications such as skilled migrant category, green list pathways, and partnership-based residence. A key point here is that part-time work under these conditions does not affect their dependency assessment. This is important because previously families were concerned that working children might be seen as financially independent. Let us now talk about variation of conditions, which affects many visa holders already in New Zealand. The rules now clarify that you must apply for a variation if you want to work, study, or change employers, and you must provide supporting documents such as job offers or study offers. Immigration New Zealand will only approve changes if they align with the purpose of your original visa. This reinforces that visa conditions are not flexible by default and must be formally approved. There are also stricter rules for student visa holders who want to change courses or providers. If a student wants to switch to a lower level course or change to a different education provider, they will generally need to apply for a new student visa instead of just a variation of conditions. The only exception is if the change is due to circumstances beyond the student's control, such as the education provider closing or regulatory action affecting the institution. This means students must plan their course pathway carefully from the beginning, as changing direction later is now more restricted. There are also updates for skilled migrant category interim visa holders. These applicants may apply to change employer role or location and may be granted work rights, but they must meet wage thresholds. For example, the job must pay at or above the median wage, which is currently $33.56 per hour. Some interim visa holders may also qualify for 25-hour work rights, depending on their visa conditions. This ensures that applicants progressing toward residence continue to meet skilled employment criteria. Another important update relates to scholarship students. These students may now work up to 25 hours per week during study and work full-time during the Christmas and New Year period. However, there are strict restrictions, including that they cannot easily obtain another visa within 2 years after completing their scholarship unless they receive approval from the relevant authority. This is a critical rule that many students overlook. So what does all of this mean in practical terms? Work rights have increased, which is a major benefit. More students are now eligible to work. Dependent children have greater flexibility. However, rules around changing courses and providers are stricter, and compliance and planning are more important than ever. Overall, this update is a balanced policy change. On one hand, it provides more flexibility and earning potential for migrants and students. On the other hand, it strengthens the rules to ensure that people are genuinely studying and following the correct pathways. If you are currently in New Zealand or planning to come here as a student, this update could directly impact your strategy. We hope you have found this information useful. If you would like personalized immigration advice based on your situation, you can reach us round the clock by calling or sending a text message on our WhatsApp mobile number +642217860007, also provided in the comment section of this video, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. If you found this update helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might benefit. We will be back again with another interesting update very soon. Thank you for watching.